Warning! Unemployment is on the rise and your job is in danger. In order to keep yourself relevant and stay on top of your industry, watch on to find out how a frustrated mold expert got fed up and decided to build the most powerful ozone machine in the mold remediation industry, or even on the planet, and how it can help you kickstart your own lucrative business. If you want to stay on top of your competition or are looking for a lucrative business that can pay for itself 10 times over and more, this can be the most important video you'll watch today. Hi, I'm Charles Bodie. I'm the author of Safe Mold Solutions in Super Dry Basements, the author of Got Mold, Now What, and the Ultra Dry Basement. Friend, homeowner, fellow contractor, I know getting by can be tough sometimes. I used to remember a time when we only needed to work regular hours and could already earn enough money to feed ourselves as well as support our families. But things have changed. It's harder to find good leads today. It's harder to get referrals because of all the competition. It's bad enough as it is, and then you have your equipment's maintenance costs to worry about, and then there are the unforeseen events that can really get you down, like when your equipment breaks down completely. Oh, it's tough, all right. I've been there myself as a contractor, but I've found a way to make things better. And if you stick with me for just a little bit through this letter, I'll share with you something that can change your life. You see, I also work in the mold remediation business, and I've been fortunate enough to stay profitable for over 13 years using the common ozone generators available on the market. Life used to be okay, and then the economy got worse and things started to get rough. You know, competition was sprouting up everywhere. I remember when I used to be one of the few mold remediation contractors in my area. I was the go-to mold remediation guy. Then all of a sudden, a lot of other solo contractors as well as entire companies started to compete for the same piece of the pie. It was getting scary for my business. I wasn't the only go-to guy for people who are looking to have their homes completely cleared of bacteria, viruses, molds, mildew, and other nasty stuff that can cause harm to their lives. There were others, lots of others, and they were willing to use inferior techniques and technology and to work for much less. You see, those other contractors also had street smarts, but they didn't really understand the science or the why behind what they were doing. They didn't even know that when it comes to killing bacteria, viruses, mold, and mildew, as well as removing all sorts of odors and foul stenches, high ozone shock treatments are the best way to go and are a necessary and integral part of any proper mold abatement. I knew that ozone kills all those nasties far easier than any other method out there. And that's not even the worst part. Not only did I have the competition to worry about, but my own equipment was starting to create interruptions in my business. My expensive ozone equipment continued to be unreliable. One by one, my ozone machines started to break down and eventually made me look bad in front of my clients. They failed because they either ran out of juice or got dropped a little too hard and never saw the light of day again. I discovered some of the ozone generators in the market out there were all hype, but most of them, especially the powerful ones, were also extremely fragile. You know that feeling when you come to a client's house to do your job or send your men there, only to find out your equipment won't even start anymore? That feeling sucked. And it happened to me too. As I'm telling you this, I'm revealing how ashamed I was to go to war without a weapon. Ashamed of looking completely useless in front of my customers. Ashamed of being ridiculed on the spot for not being professional. I got to the point where I used to have 2 ozone machines for every one I needed. That way one was usable while the other was being serviced or repaired. I don't want to sound whiny, but it wasn't my fault. The equipment broke down. Everybody's machines I ever bought broke. I mean everybody. But alas, you can't say that to your customers. It's just not practical. I remember wanting to scream as I stepped into my van after another ozone generator left me and my customer hanging on a crucial project. That's right. Big old me, fancy pants mold expert Charles Bodie, broke down and was ready to pull out my hair because of what my ozone generators did to me. And then it hit me. It was like the clouds parted ways and a light shined down upon me as I was inside the van with my hands clenched and ready to scream. If the problem was with the equipment, then I should go find the best machines in the market, ones that wouldn't fail me on the job. So I did some research, and I found out I was already using the best ozone generators on the market at the time. You can imagine how bummed out I felt, but I never give up. I promised myself I'd get better machines to replace those lame ones I'd been using. So I took all the ozone generators I'd been using, I put them on a workbench in my garage, and I decided to pick them apart piece by piece. I wanted to see just what made them tick. I wanted to know how they could be improved. You'll never believe what I found out. On the outside, they looked different, but in reality they were nothing but a bent piece of sheet metal or a plastic housing a transformer, a cell, and a fan. That's it. It's true, most ozone generators use small computer fans to blow the produced ozone out into the room. And this is a big problem. Ozone's an unstable gas, and it turns back to normal oxygen in an hour or two. You need a really powerful fan to get it way out from the chamber into the room so it can be of use. It would take an entire day to sanitize a whole unoccupied room if you use little computer fans. It's just a waste of time. The other thing is most ozone generators have exaggerated ozone output levels. Other manufacturers often use truly meaningless square footage ratings to justify their low ozone output. Other companies actually even directly lie about their total output. Just ask how many volts their transformer they use puts out. You can't produce more ozone in milligrams per hour than you put in volts in. For example, one internet company claims they've got a 15,500 milligram per hour output, but they use only a 4,000 volt transformer. That means their machine only generates 4,000 milligrams per hour, not the 15,500 that they claim. Other ozone generators just aren't powerful enough to completely sanitize or deodorize unoccupied rooms. And most ozone generators, folks, are extremely fragile. In over 10 years during my days of using other companies' ozone equipment, I found out that they all break down far too easily. And let me tell you why that is. One reason is because that most of the ozone generators use a simple bent piece of sheet aluminum or a shiny bent stainless steel for their cases. And this bent metal rectangle design doesn't hold up. They're heavy. They're unwieldy. Other companies use cheap plastic tubes. I even know one internet company that uses vinyl square fence posts. Folks, these materials aren't at all durable, and simply dropping them will cause a major damage to the circuits or break them forever. Another reason why these ozone generators are fragile is the fact that they have lots of flashy, fancy lights and digital timers to make the machine look high-tech. But here's the honest truth. These add-ons don't have any real purpose for the machine, aside from being just bells and whistles. And to top it off, these silly add-ons are the ones that break down first. Why? Well, when I opened up the machines, I noticed the wiring and the circuitry are all in the same place as the ozone generator chamber. That's a terrible idea. This exposes the wiring to the ozone being produced, and it causes oxidation and corrosion over time. Now, what's more is that most of the time, these silly add-ons and the wiring usually cannot be fixed, repaired, or replaced on their own. You've got to buy an entirely new machine or send it back to the manufacturer. And if by some small chance that shop has the exact same parts to replace the damage, it costs hundreds of dollars. I once had to pay over $900 to repair just one of my ozone machines. So I figured out I'd had enough with all the other ozone generators on the market. I knew what I had to do. I had to build it myself. I had to strip down the whole fancy machine approach and get to the basics. No flashy add-ons. I had to include only the essentials to keep the price reasonable. I had to move the sensitive wiring and circuitry away from the ozone chamber so as to keep them from corroding. I had to use more raw voltage. You see, I discovered that just like with lightning, it's the amount of raw electrical voltage that determines the gas production, coupled with the volume of the gas input. More voltage means more transformers. I had to use a tougher case to protect the machine from breaking down so easily. It had to be tough enough to withstand constant use and abuse from contractors like me and you. And I had to find a more powerful way to get the ozone out of the chamber and into the room as fast as possible, ideally under pressure. In other words, I had to find a better ozone dispersing device. And there was only one way I could get a machine that could cover every one of these aspects. I built my own ozone generator, a high-powered, high-voltage ozone cannon using a blower, not a fan, built into a super durable tool case that's made to last a lifetime of use and abuse. The BioBlaster Pro Rugged Ozone Generator series. It had to be a beast of a machine that I had dreamt it would be, and to tell you honestly, folks, it is. Here's how our BioBlaster ozone machines can change your life. You get to be the ultimate master of your own equipment. Our easy-to-use devices. You're not going to have to worry about rule after rule after rule. It's just plug and play, or in this case, plug in and vaporize. You get to outperform your competition by eradicating all sorts of bacteria, mold, mildew, and foul odors in just hours, not days. You never have to worry about your competition doing better than you with this machine in your hands. The odds are always in your favor. You'll never again worry about repairing and replacing broken lights and digital timers. Our BioBlaster Pro Rugged Ozone Generators simply don't need those silly add-ons. There's only one thing you get that you need, and that our generators are good at, and that's it. Good at doing its job better than all the rest. You get to have the ultimate peace of mind with the durability of your new ozone generator. Its foam-reinforced plastic and heavy-duty hinges make it so tough you can drop it, slam it, whatever. It's still going to work 100%. You'll get to stop worrying about accidental handling and transport of your new machine. We've tested how strong it is. You're not going to believe the amount of abuse we've dished out on it. You can try to break it all you want. You won't even break a sweat worrying about its durability. Please make sure to watch our strength and durability videos. You get to have a machine that will practically outlast tons of use and abuse. Just one ozone generator can get you started using ozone for life. You'll save thousands of dollars worth of repairs and maintenance with our ozone generator's exterior and interior toughness. And you'll get your job done in hours, not days, and have more time to cater to your other customers. More customers means more money in your wallet. You'll never have to worry about electrical fires like you do with other ozone generators on the market. Our built-in thermal fuse adds a second layer of protection to keep your machine from getting hot and burning up. You'll get a powerful machine that performs better than other ozone generators on the market without all the BS. That's baloney stuff, folks, like the fancy lights and digital timers. It means you can get one cost effectively at 2/3 the price less than other companies' competitive machines. And you'll get peace of mind knowing you'll never have to worry about embarrassing yourself in front of your customers like I did while you're working. Our tough as nails ozone generators guarantee offers full performance all day, every day. You'll have complete confidence with the materials used and the performance of our ozone generators, knowing they're 100% hand-built in America. Rest assured of the premium quality machine you'll be operating in your hands, and a whole lot more. What's more, folks, I stand behind everything I say. But you don't have to take my word for it. Contractors all over America, indeed the world, have been using our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators for their personal and professional use. They couldn't be any happier. Here's what other people have had to say about their very own BioBlaster Pro Rugged Ozone Generators.
Hi, my name is Tony Larman, and I work in the automotive interior repair business here in Dayton, Ohio. I've been at it for a little more than 25 years. And over those years, I've had a lot of people ask me about odor removal. But my attitude was always like, well, that really is something for the detailers to take care of. Till finally, I realized this is kind of crazy. I need to learn what I can about deodorizing cars and take advantage of it, make some money from it. So when I began to look into it, I saw, a lot of the things that would really mask the smell, the little bombs you set off the aerosol, maybe even some of the foggers, things you put under the seat and what. And I realized quickly that if you're going to get rid of the cigarette smell, you're going to have a ozone machine. So I went online and I found a ozone machine that I've had for about the last 2 years or so. It's done, a good job, but it takes much, much too long. 4 hours, 8 hours. If it was really bad, I might leave it on overnight. And that's just too much time. So what I wanted was a machine that would do the job, start to finish, an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and that's it. So I went back online and I began looking, and I came across one of Charles' videos. And I liked what I saw. He demonstrated the machine. In fact, he was taking apart a machine that was the very machine that I have. And when I saw it taken apart, well, I realized why it wasn't doing a very good job. A very small fan to move the ozone. So I watched a couple of his videos and waited a while, then finally called him and talked to him about really what I was after, a machine that would do the job in an hour. Well, he told me, we manufacture that machine. We have that machine that will do that, and we sell it to people in your business, in the automotive business. But he said, really, that's not what I do. I'm in the mold remediation business. And I appreciated his honesty in telling me that. And he said, some of the questions you're asking, I just can't answer. But I can put you in touch with somebody who can, because we sell them to those people. Well, I thought, great. Well, next I asked him, I said, well, tell me this. If you were going to buy the machine, one of your machines, which one should I buy? And he said again, I really can't tell you that, Tony, because I don't know how much you have to spend. It's what you can afford to buy. But I can tell you, you need to buy the biggest machine you can afford in order to do it quickly. And I thought, well, that's reasonable. So I ended up buying the Bio3Blaster, the Rugged Pro, the 21,000 milligram per hour machine. And I'm telling you, I'm really glad that I did. Because just last week I had 2 cars come in. One I ran an hour and a half. The next one, I just ran 1 hour, because Charles said, you're going to have to test this to figure it all out. So I ran it just 1 hour. Now this car was going to stay at the dealership, so I knew Wednesday we had the holiday, and I had a chance to look at it Friday when I came back in. So I got the keys, went out, I opened the door, no smoke. I thought, okay, let me turn it on. So I put the key in, started up. I had let it run through the air conditioning system for maybe a half hour. I started up. I turned the key on, I turned the vent on to blow the air right in my face. Nothing. No trace of the smoke smell. So I knew that I had found a machine that in 1 hour would completely deodorize the car. And so I'm really glad that I bought the machine. I would tell you, if you're a used car dealer, if you are a detailer who deodorizes cars, or if you're like me, you're repairing cars and you want to add this to what you do, you will not go wrong if you buy the Bio3Blaster, the Rugged Pro, and by all means upgrade to the larger hose. It'll make for a much quieter operation. But I really appreciate Charles making the machine. It's really helping me a lot.
Folks, I've been in the mold remediation business for more than a decade, but I have never used it professionally on cars before. My good friend Tony tried it for himself and discovered how huge of an impact it had on his business. You see, I didn't even know everything it could do at first, but our Bio3Blaster Rugged Pro ozone generators aren't only good for killing mold and bacteria. They can also be used for a wide variety of both personal and professional ways. Check out this video where Ian used his Bio3Blaster ozone machines in ways never imagined by the farming community before.
Hello, my name is Ian Hopfe. I live in Didsbury, Alberta, Canada. My livelihood is in the livestock feed industry, and I'm always looking at new and different things, trying ways to improve the industry. Last February, I spent some time doing a building course on building maintenance, building inspection, and they spoke a little bit about ozone, and ozone intrigued me, so I got looking and got talking to Charles about ozone and his ozone machines. What we were looking for is we were looking at a number of different opportunities, both in residential and in livestock production. In Canada, most of our livestock is raised in confined housing, being broiler chickens, laying hens, and swine. And due to the outside temperature, these animals never see the outside. So one of the difficulties we have is between cycles is being able to disinfect and fumigate the rooms. So in speaking with Charles, we talked a little bit about ozone and the effects ozone could have on some of those things. We looked at, we wanted a way to kill bacteria. We wanted to also include viruses. And through all that, we looked at ozone as being a good option. Charles walked me through which machine would probably work for me, and I settled with the 28,000 unit, the Bio3Blaster. Since that time, we received our first unit in November, and we have fumigated, disinfected, and did mold and VOC treatments. All have been successful. We have done a number of broiler units, and those broiler farms have seen their performance increase after our treatment. We've had instances where over 9% mortality in a flock down to 1.5% mortality. We've been able to be consistent, flock in and flock out, every time we ozone that facility. We've also been able to see the reduction in viruses, in that not only do we get rid of the bacteria, but viruses that are carried from one unit to the next. In fact, we have producers in Western Canada now that we ozone their facilities between every cycle. And in fact, we are so impressed with how things have been going, we just ordered our second unit from Charles. I would recommend working with Charles and Charles's machines to anybody.
According to Ian, the mortality rate for chicken flocks usually hovers around 9 to 10%. That means 1 in 10 birds die during the growth process. But since using our ozone generators on multiple farms over a long period of time, he's been able to drop it consistently down to 1.5%. That's a 90% drop in chicken death. That saves the farmer thousands of dollars with every single crop, often more than his usual net income. And all that money gained just by investing in one of our little ozone generators. Neat. What's better is less dead chickens means less sick chickens. Less sick chickens means healthier meat. Healthier meat means healthier people. Now, if you're thinking our ozone generators are only good for big companies, or just for the fire and flood contractors, think again. Here's another video from you.
Hey Charles, Larry Craig here from beautiful Fayetteville, Arkansas. My wife and I, Sherry, we own NWA BioGreen Solutions. And we came across your website a few months back. Started out first with, I retired and tried to think of things to do. I was really getting bored. So my stepson, he does wheel repairs down in Texas and across Oklahoma and parts of Arkansas and up in Missouri. And he was doing some ozone treatments on cars. And so he said, yeah, you might want to try that if you're bored. And so I thought, I'm going to go online and do some research on it. And I checked out a bunch of ozone machines and didn't see anything that really looked good. And boy, there was some of them are really expensive. My buddy from Detroit, he happened upon a link and he sent it to me and said, here, check this one out. And it's from this place called Pro Solutions. And I thought, okay, I'll check it out. And I studied all his videos and documentations that he had there. I thought it was pretty interesting what Charles had there, and so I figured I'd give it a try. And Sherry and I talked it over for the longest time and did a bunch of research and figured, let's give it a whirl. So we bought 3 of the Pro Solutions, the 2800 commercials, and we spent about 2 weeks canvassing the area, trying different dealerships, going into cars, and found out that the niche was in doing apartments. And we ended up with one of the large apartment complex units around here, and got a contract with them, and the rest is pretty much history. We started doing business for our first 3 weeks, and things were looking so good that we decided we're going to buy 2 more machines. So we're up to 5 machines right now, and we've made enough money in the last 5 weeks to pay for all the equipment that we've got. And upon doing the treatments, we're finding that there's different treatments, different methods to be used for whatever odors you have. For instance, if we got a smoke odor, we got to shoot high. And what I did after talking to Charles, I bought 3 stands from Charles, and we get up as high as we can. Then what I did, I bought this elbow, got this from Lowe's, that's a 4-inch elbow, and I put it on the unit right here, and it shoots up high, and it seems to take care of the odors for smoke, and like for kitchen odors and what have you. But then we found out we're having a big problem with cat urine in particular, and then we got to shoot low. So what we did, I come up with this other idea. We had a real severe problem in the carpets. Again, I went to Lowe's. That's kind of one of my favorite stores. And I come up with this in the vacuum department. And I put my respirator on, and I hook this up into the extension on the bottom. And we treat the carpet with this for the real severe areas. And it really seems to be doing the job. And I got to tell you, I think Charles has got one heck of a product here. I'm really impressed. We've probably got about, I want to say 300-400 hours on each machine, and we haven't had any breakdowns. We beat them around pretty bad, and they're rugged. Price-wise, I've seen fantastic on a price. I mean, I've seen some units going for $4,000 and $5,000. Charles has got it just about right. Now I want to introduce our website here, which is NWA BioGreen Solutions. Welcome to visit. Our phone number, the area code 479-301-5955. Again, I'm Larry Craig. My wife Sherry's behind the camera. And I want to thank Charles because I'm making a lot of money doing this. And I'm meeting a lot of people, and I'm making a lot of people happy because they don't have to replace the carpets in their apartments after we get done with them. And thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. You have a great day.
Larry started his very own business using our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone generators. Just about anyone can start a business using our machines. I've had tons of phone calls and emails from satisfied customers all over the world telling me about their success with their BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone generators. Here are just some of the ways other contractors have used our equipment. We've had hotels and motels using them, janitors, carpet cleaning companies, air duct cleaning companies, farms, fire restoration contractors, flood restoration contractors, odor removal companies, biohazard cleanup companies, auto detail shops, auto dealerships, truck fleet maintenance companies, aquaponics companies, interior paint companies, crime scene cleanup companies. We've sold them to meat shops, food processing companies, bars, gymnasiums, boats, bakeries, and so many more. There are thousands of possibilities for using your BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone generators. You can never go wrong with any niche, folks, as long as you need to kill some bacteria, viruses, mold, and mildew, or eliminate and destroy any kind of foul odor. Our ozone generators can literally change your life and your business for the better, but it is not for everyone. Is the BioBlaster the right machine for you? Normally you'll hear other people say how their product is the best out there in the market. And while I personally believe that the BioBlaster Pro Rugged Ozone generators are totally awesome, here are a few reasons why you might not want to get one. You don't care how the molded structural foam reinforced plastic can let your BioBlaster withstand over 900 pounds. That's right, we had over 2 grown men and a couple 100 pounds of metal plates to simulate that amount of weight. A scenario like that probably wouldn't happen in real life, would it? Another reason, the simple design and easy usability of the BioBlaster is too low class for your taste. They're so easy to use, all you have to do is press one little button and do something else, but maybe that doesn't spike your interest at all. Maybe you'd actually prefer using one of the fancy machines with the blinking lights and digital timer. Maybe you're more of a hands-on guy who loves to do his own physical work for hours a day. You think that the sealed ball bearing high output fans or a 1.5 horsepower blower cannon is just overkill for blowing out ozone. Well, that's fine. Other ozone generators use tiny little computer fans, and they can still get the job done, but you have to keep watching them for 5 to 8 hours, sometimes days on end while the machines are running. And those other ozone generators would be perfect for you if you have tons of spare time and nothing else to do. Or you just feel like spending 2 or 3 times more for inferior products. Well, there may be a few more reasons why you wouldn't want to get our ozone generators. That's perfectly fine. In fact, I won't push you. Why? Well, this is completely your decision. It's your money and it's your business. Maybe you've already grown to love other brands of ozone generators. Maybe their shiny bauble design clicks with you. But if you're a contractor and you're working to find ways to crush your competition and come out doing a much faster, more effective job than the rest, well then our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators will be perfect for you to keep you above and beyond the limitations of everyone else in the industry. If you're a contractor who's had enough of being embarrassed in front of your customers when your equipment fails you, then the BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators will eliminate all possibility of embarrassment and failure and turn it into praise and credibility. And if you're someone who's looking to start a lucrative, stable business with low capital and high return on investment, if you've always wanted a business that has nothing to do with scamming people out of their money, but everything to do with offering them a high-quality product, then our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators are right for starting that dream family business you've always dreamed of. Our equipment or business systems can provide you an opportunity to get you a hefty sum of money in your wallet and will allow you the complete and total freedom your life needs. Well, how much money do you have to spend? The money you'll be investing in our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators is minimal compared to the cost of the countless repairs and maintenance. It's even less than the inferior machines on the market typically cost. You might think that using others' ozone equipment you'll rarely need to have your generators repaired. But when you do, and if you buy the wrong one, I promise you they will break down. They're going to cost you a huge amount of money. I once spent over $900 on the repairs for one machine. Most of the time you'll have to replace the whole unit. That can amount to $2,000 to $4,000 just to get a new one. And those machines usually break down after several months of heavy use. I remember I've had to buy new machines twice, sometimes 3 times in a year. That's $4,000 to $8,000 a year. That might not be a huge amount of money lost, but that money could have been saved for that tropical vacation with the family or your kids' college tuition fees. And life's tough as it is already. I've been there. I've had to work over a decade using other companies' ozone generators, and every year I had to buy new ones. I was making decent money with my contracting jobs, but I could have saved thousands of dollars if I'd only discovered and built the BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators sooner. But you don't have to go through the bad stuff I did. You don't have to experience having to spend thousands of dollars on repairs and maintenance. You don't have to worry about always transporting your ozone generators with the utmost care to avoid them breaking down. You don't have to experience being ridiculed and yelled at by one of your customers for bringing a busted piece of equipment to work. You don't have to feel that the competition is breathing down your neck and waiting for your next slip-up so they can grab your customer right under your nose. With the BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone Generators, you can live a life where you're proud to be the contractor you are. You'll be able to stand proud knowing you're the go-to guy when it comes to your field and your industry. You'll be breathing a sigh of relief, and you'll be free from worrying about costly repairs and maintenance fees. You'll be confident that you'll be able to do your job well. In fact, so well you can raise your prices and not have to worry if the competition will be any threat. Their low prices and mediocre service will mean nothing to your fast and effective expertise. You'll get all that and more starting at only $573 for a BioBlaster Rugged Pro Junior ozone generator, but you have to act fast. This isn't a fake scarcity tactic. Our Bio3Blaster ozone generators are hand-built, and we can only make so many at these crazy low prices. The first time we started selling our ozone generators to the public, they sold like gangbusters. We've had lots of calls for orders, and at that time our crew could only build a few at a time. We can now build them much faster, but they're still built by hand here in America. The reason we build them by hand is we want to make sure each and every machine is personally inspected and built to outperform and outlast every other single ozone generator on the market, with their solid toolbox casing and the high-powered blower ozone cannons. Our crew works extremely hard to perfect each and every ozone generator. If you're in any way determined or even slightly interested in getting one of our BioBlaster Rugged Pro generators, you need to act right now. Our prices are going up soon, folks. I humbly ask you that you don't waste another minute. I cannot guarantee we'll still have stock as you're reading this, but we've made it a point to leave it on a first-come, first-served basis, and we do give priority to our business system owner customers. That's why you need to act really fast. The longer you wait before you call, the longer you'll have to wait to get one of our amazing ozone generators. Call me to order right now at 1-800-240-8514 or click to order online. Change your life and skyrocket your business. Our BioBlaster Pro Junior ozone generators are packed full of powers and toughness. They produce 14,000 milligrams an hour, which is enough to treat about 1,500 square feet of space. But if you're looking for even more power and ozone output, we've got just the right thing for you. We've got the 21,000 Rugged Pro Edition. Our Rugged Pro generator can shell out over 21,000 milligrams of ozone an hour and provide enough shock power to treat over 2,000 square feet of unoccupied space in an hour. It's the same size, same weight, same blower as the other model, with another transformer and 2 extra generator cells. But if you want to know what's the ozone generator my business relies on, and what's the workhorse of our fleet, well folks, that's called the BioBlaster Pro Rugged 2X. They generate an amazing 28,000 milligrams per hour. They have 4 7,000 volt transformers, 8 3,500 milligram per hour generator cells, and if you're like me, you know time is money. And with ozone, bigger really is better when it comes to ozone gas. You need our most powerful toolbox style ozone generator to date, and you're going to love our BioBlaster Rugged Pro 2X. This is the workhorse we use on our own mold removal projects. It's the workhorse for our odor removal business system and the other business owners, along with our carpet ozone machines, to destroy customers' odors and germs. By producing over 28,000 milligrams of ozone an hour, you can shock treat over 3,000 square feet of unoccupied space. It's the exact same size as the Pro Rugged and Pro Rugged Junior, but it's an additional 6 pounds heavier. This is an ultra-powerful ozone generator that sells for only $843, but compares to competitors' machines that cost well over $3,000. Call me to order right now at 1-800-240-8514 or click to order online today. Change your life. Skyrocket your business. Will you be happy with your BioBlaster Rugged Pro Serenties? I guarantee you'll be happy. I absolutely, unequivocally guarantee our BioBlaster Rugged Pro ozone generators are the toughest, most powerful ozone generators on the market today. They're built to last a lifetime of use and abuse from you as a contractor, and they can completely kill all sorts of harmful bacteria, mold, mildew, and remove all kinds of foul stenches and odors. I stand behind everything I say, folks, and I also guarantee you'll be completely, 100% fully satisfied with our BioBlaster ozone generators, just like all of our customers. You've seen some of the testimonials. Now you be the judge. Get your own BioBlaster Rugged Pro ozone generator. Read the manual, inspect it, use it, and abuse it. After that, here's my deal for you. You must be 100% satisfied with the performance of your BioBlaster ozone generator. You must be totally convinced that your BioBlaster ozone generator can completely sterilize your clients' homes and eliminate all kinds of foul odors. You must be completely amazed at how strong and durable your BioBlaster ozone generator is. If not, just let us know. We'll get you a prompt and courteous full 100% refund of every dollar you spent to purchase our product. We also offer an unconditional 1-year bumper-to-bumper service warranty to completely repair or replace the machine regardless of abuse from you, the buyer, considering it's unlikely to even break down in the first place. In fact, I'm so confident of its performance and durability, you can buy one of our BioBlaster Rugged Pro Ozone generators of your choice and take a video of yourself imitating our strength and durability tests. You can drop it from 10 feet in the air, put over 900 pounds on top of it, or smash it with a mallet. Whether it breaks or not, you can upload it onto YouTube and add it to our channel and show it to everyone on the internet, and I won't even budge from my seat. If you'd like, you could also avail yourself of the lifetime service warranty that covers all kinds of repairs and replacement for the annual $100 renewal fee. There's absolutely no risk in it for you. You'll have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And here's what's going to happen if you get one now. You'll be able to do all kinds of contractor jobs, from mold remediation, odor removal, fire and flood restoration, and a whole lot more. You'll be able to do them in a much shorter time frame, giving you hours on hours of free time to do more work for more clients, or to just sit back and enjoy a nice cup of iced tea. You'll be able to use them however you want, with as much abuse as you can give them, and you won't have to worry about breaking your ozone generator. You'll be able to rest easy, knowing you have a durable and powerful machine in your hands that will never let you down in front of your customers, eliminating the feeling of embarrassment and self-pity forever. You'll be able to do your job after you turn on your machine and build that ever so important customer-contractor rapport. Improve your relationship with your customers so they'll keep giving you more work and more money in your wallet. And you'll be proud to have your clients look at the room after your job is done. It'll be smelling so fresh and so clean. They'll be blown away by your performance as the expert and the go-to guy. You'll be able to skyrocket your earnings by getting more calls, more appointments, more happy clients, more referrals, and ultimately more money in your wallet and your bank account. And you'll be able to build your business using your BioBlaster Pro Rugged Ozone generators as your core equipment. You'll get the peace of mind that you need, knowing no matter how careless or how rough you are to your equipment, your BioBlaster Rugged Pro generators will be able to handle all kinds of punishment, all for a single purpose of our ozone generators. Still not convinced? Let me give you a couple of our deals and packets. Buy one unit. If you buy one of our Pro Rugged units, you'll receive a free duct and car sanitizing hose. That's an $80 value. Buy two machines. If you buy two of our Pro machines, you'll receive a free duct hose for each machine, and you'll also get a free remote control starter timer. Buy 3 of our machines, and you'll get 3 Pro duct hoses, 3 remote control starters, 3 error-proof timers, and we'll even throw in 1 free height-adjustable ozone generator stand. That's not all, folks. We're going to take an even amazingly 10% discount off of our already amazingly low prices. And if you're really looking to go whole hog, or if you're an institution looking for super discounts, buy 5 units. If you buy 5 BioBlaster ozone generators, you'll get 5 free Pro Duct hose attachments, 5 remote control starters, 5 error-proof timers, and we'll throw in 2 free adjustable height stands. Instead of paying the normal price, you'll get an amazing 15% off our already ridiculously low prices. Call me to order right now, or click to buy. Don't take my word for it. Buy one for yourself and prove it today. The BioBlaster, the best ozone generators on the planet. Change your life and skyrocket your business. What are you going to tell your customer when you show up for a job only to find out your equipment won't start? This stuff really happened to me. I was completely, utterly embarrassed and humiliated. Don't let that happen to you. Buy one of our powerful Ozone machines today and prove it to yourself. Change your life, skyrocket your business. At the end of the day, it all boils down to one question. Did you do a much better job than everyone else? Make sure you answer the question a resounding yes every day of your life as a contractor or business owner. Call me right now to order, 1-800-240-8514. My best wishes go out to your future success. My warmest regards to you. Buy one today and change your life. P.S. I've been a mold remediation contractor for more than a decade, and I regretted each and every day I didn't build the Bio3Blaster Rugged Pro Junior ozone generators sooner and using them for my own business. Don't waste a minute of your time. Take advantage of one of the most advanced pieces of technology in the ozone generation industry has ever seen. P.P.S. The strength and durability tests that we ran on our ozone generators are all true. You can try them for yourself. You can abuse the machine as much as you want. Take a video of yourself doing it and post it on the internet. I'm confident the machine will still work. Don't take my word for it. Buy one today.